for joining us on another episode of the Banda TV Show live from Douala, the economic metropolis of Cameroon. My guest today is our young and vibrant, energetic personality of Cameroon, origin aspiring to be the next president of the Republic of Cameroon. He is an inventor, he is a project analyst and an innovator. Jean-Marc Gus is his name and many call him Mr. President. Thanks for joining me live from Douala on the Banda TV Show. Reacting to the Anglophone problem, the internet currents, and talking about his vision, we're going to know who this personality is in 5 minutes. Happy New Year, Mr. President.
Thank you, my dear.
It's a pleasure having you live on the Banda TV Show from Douala.
You're welcome.
So much has been happening in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. As we speak, they're suffering from internet currents, and some of the consortium leaders have been put behind bars. Just days ago, the Human Rights Defenders Network reacted to the arbitrary arrest of Barrister Akbor and Dr. Fontaine, and they're telling us how illegal these acts are, and they're doing everything possible to get the state, to get the Ministry of Territorial Administration and Decentralization and the Ministry of Communication react to that. As the aspiring president of the Republic of Cameroon come 2018, what are your first reactions to that, and how would you resolve such a situation?
All right, thank you very much, and let me say once again, I'm happy. I'm happy to be us, and also let me wish my Happy New Year to all your viewers, and let me tell you that what's happening today in the Anglophone parts of our country is not nice. It's not nice because we are all Cameroonians. There's no supra or super Cameroonian, you know. There's no Cameroon above another. What's going on today? It's simply the solution is, I think, it's only the dialogue.
Yeah. They
have to keep dialoguing, the dialogue have to go forward, you know.
Yeah.
And today you can't dialogue with someone and keep him arrested, you know. So I'm inviting the actual authorities, leaders of our country, to release both leaders, both personalities, so that they will give another chance to dialogue to keep forwarding. Because what's going on today, our kids in the Anglophone side may not school this year. It may be a white, blank year. This will not be nice for none of us, you know. And when people are crying, you should listen to their cries and search for solutions.
If you were the president, how would you react to the situation? What would you have done to see to it that the children go back to school and economic activities are on rise?
But first of all, the solution is, first of all, recognize that there's an Anglophone problem in Cameroon. Oh. You can't settle it without accepting that,
and recognizing that
there's a problem, you know. And last time I gave a press conference to national and international journalists, giving them my point of view, my 11 solutions to settle this problem once and for all.
Can you remind us of these 11 solutions,
I will, of course.
Mr. President?
I will. Because first of all, let me tell you that the actual problem in the southern part of our country is institutional and constitutional. If you don't accept that, you cannot settle that matter, you know. Anglophone people like Cameroon as we do. Anglophone people like Francophones as we do, as we like them. So let us not compare them to Boko Haram or strangers or I don't know what else, you know. Last time, many parts of our country wrote memorandum to the head of state complaining about certain problems they are facing. Why, when people from southern part did the same, it's becoming something extraordinary? This is nonsense. It doesn't make sense. After all, the actual regime, they are leading to the realities of their how can I say, of their moment, The first regime is not as the second.
Yeah.
My regime will not be as the second. So for us, I suggest that in the election, in the presidential election, they should have plurinominal election. What does this mean? This means that you have the president who's from Anglophone zone of our country, the vice president will come from francophone zone, and the vice president should be the constitutional successor in case the president is not able to rule the country, or if the president died. We saw it last time in Nigeria with Goodluck Jonathan coming head of state after Umaru Yar'Adua.
Yes.
This is the first solution, this is executive solution. The legislative solution is that we have in our parliament 180 parliamentarians. Normally, the southern part of country should have 25% of the parliament.
Yeah.
This means 45 parliamentarians. Understand? Above that, the judiciary solutions. Normally, if the head of state is from francophone zone, normally the president of the highest Supreme Court should be from anglophone zone. This is something normal.
To create that regional balance.
That's it. And now, above that, we should deserve 25% of the state budget to develop the anglophone parts of the country. This means that if we have 1,000 billion, for example, as budget, okay, 250 billion should be deserved to develop anglophone parts of the country.
Yes.
And this budget will be managed by a special commission that will be put in place to develop the southern part of Cameroon. And this is, we have to recognize that yesterday, due to United Nations, the anglophone part, the southern part of our country, has been succeeded to become a state. A state that decided to join with another part of the country. Understand? So now we should look them as two different states that decide to come together. If not, we cannot settle this problem. Because you will say they are complaining, we have the same problem in Yabasi, we have the same problem at Ezeka.
They are not the same problems.
This will not help you to organize and bring solutions.
Let's talk economic part of it. I understand Gus and Nicole Aser are in charge of All Light Tech 9, and you're aware of the internet curbs for the fortnight now in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. If you were in the northwest and southwest region of Cameroon, how would you operate? How would this affect your business? And what solutions are you proposing to the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications and the government in general?
That's the solution I gave a while ago.
Economically, taken from the perspective that you have All Light Tech 9, would you be able to operate without the internet in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon? How would this affect your business? That's for you to make a call to the ministry.
Of course, the business will be affected because when there's no internet,
yes,
there's many money transactions you can't do. Western Union and so on, MoneyGram without advertisement. There's many operations you can't do. This is not good for economy. And the peace of our country is priceless, you know.
Yeah.
So when we are talking about the peace of Cameroon, the well-being of Cameroonians, all private interests should
must
disappear.
be taken into consideration.
That's it. So what's going on now? They simply have to return to the table of dialogue. They have to dialogue together and see how together we can build a bright future for our country.
One and indivisible Cameroon.
That's it.
All right. Interested in your vision come 2018? We want you to briefly tell Cameroonians.
It may be this year. I'm the next head of state.
Okay.
And this, nobody on earth can stop that. I'm in my destiny.
So
just
as
like
the head
King
of
David,
state, what would you do to wear smiles on the face of every Cameroonian? Be you an Anglophone or a Francophone? How would you wear smiles on the faces of Cameroonians if you are elected the president of Cameroon today?
not if I'm elected, I'll be elected. I'm the next head of state.
So let's know your vision, Mr. President.
My future is not conditional, you know. It's something affirmative. I'm the next head of state, and that nobody can stop that. I'm in my destiny, just like King David, as I said a while ago. And now, for me, I'm not promising nothing to Cameroonians. But what I'm promising is to make everything possible to invite most of our compatriots at the table of construction, because we have to build together. And let me tell you, Our country today is facing a lot of problems, but be assured that we have solutions to all problems we are facing in Cameroon. You may tell me, okay, there's no water. What are you suggesting to let water be in all houses in Cameroon? It's simple. For example, during our reign, we'll call the leaders, the managers of water companies. We tell them, okay, you have a contract with the Cameroon state. This contract is saying that you should give water and light to all Cameroonian houses. So we give you 3 months to do this. Failure to do that, we will stop the contract and we'll make a new announcement.
With another company.
Another companies. This every house will have water.
That's
and
for
apart of that,
and water.
And
what about
of that,
schools, hospitals?
Of course, apart of that, we'll have a special company which will be in charge to build what they call French forage. Okay?
Boreholes.
Boreholes. A special company for that.
Yes.
So about schools, you know, there's 5 needs in somebody's life. Dress, eat, food, health.
An ability to walk.
Yeah, ability to walk.
Travailler.
A house. And
shelter.
to being able to cure yourself in case you are ill. Health. And above that, reproduction.
Yeah, reproduction, you're correct, yes.
Sorry for my English. It may not be a perfect grammar,
Mr. President.
but you know
there is communication.
I'm originally from Anglophone parts of my country. I'm trying to perform my English, you know. And tomorrow, I even want us, you know, after 25 years to have a new language which will be purely Cameroonian.
Beautiful.
Taking in consideration French, English, Pidgin, and our matrimonial tongues.
Languages.
Yep. To build up one language that will unificate all of us without speaking again, talking again about Anglophone, French, and so on. No, this is not our heritage.
Yeah.
So the future is bright, you know. As a politician, as a political leader, not politician, sorry. I usually say there's nothing completely white in politics and there's nothing completely black in politics.
Well,
there's always a solution for everything.
Every problem. Just in a few seconds, tell Cameroonian citizens why they should make peace their target. Why should we target peace as citizens of Cameroon and world citizens? In few words, we already heard you say how much peace is priceless, but just remind them why they should target peace.
Thank you very much. I say we should target peace because there's nothing possible without peace. Without peace, you cannot go to the club, you cannot drink easily, you cannot eat easily, you cannot love a woman, you cannot deliver a kid easily, you cannot go to school. There's nothing good you can do. Let's see the Libya today, let's see the Somalia, and so on, and so on, and so on. So what I want to say here is that we are all kids of the same country. We are united by our past, by our founding fathers. We are heirs of our elders. We have to preserve this heritage. There's no Cameroonian above another one. We are all Cameroonians. There's no super Cameroonian. There's no low Cameroonians. And I want us together to build that country where if your father is a carpenter, you are not condemned to be a cooker. If your father is a driver, you should not be condemned to be a plumber. And this Cameroonian dream is possible. You have to build it together by putting God first, neighbor second, and self last.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, for talking on the Banda TV Show live from Douala.
You are welcome.
And thank you all for watching. You understood him. You heard what he said. There is a problem which must be identified as institutional and constitutional.
And let me tell
so
you,
we have to do something at our level to fix it.
With your argument, if someone says there's no Anglophone problem in Cameroon, let's only look at our money. The Article 1st of our Constitution, at Alinea 3, saying that everything that rules this country,
it's in English and in French.
Yeah, should be.
But there's no English word in that.
There's no English
on that note.
On our money. This is a problem, a serious problem.
That is
so this,
another
our money
problem.
is anti-constitutional. It's illegal.
And that is a problem. We'll open for another chapter. Thanks so very much for bringing that on the table.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for watching. You heard him. Peace is priceless. Peace is prime. The problem is constitutional and institutional. But you owe it to yourself to make peace a target, because without peace, nothing can function. He took the example of Libya, Somalia, and other countries you get to watch in foreign channels like the CNN, BBC, just to name it. We've been talking to Jean-Marc Goss, Mr. President, an inventor, an innovator, and a project analyst who is the next president of the Republic of Cameroon. Amy Banda live from Amy Banda TV Show in Douala. Take the same rendezvous next time on the amybanda.blogspot.com blog. Until then, you keep smiling, you keep striving, you keep dreaming, work hard, and you achieve big. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.